I, 31M, am married to my wife Amber, 30F. We have a daughter, Emma, 7F. The problem is my wife's best friend, Jennifer, 30F, has a daughter as well, Harper, 7F. Well, Harper's dad is a lazy sack of crap and refuses to do anything with his daughter. He is the type of guy that brags about how he never changed a diaper. Jennifer and Harper are usually at Amber and my house on the weekends because Harper's dad is drinking and watching sports all weekend. On Saturdays, I normally spend all day with my daughter because I don't see her as much as I want to during the week. However, with Harper being there every Saturday, anything I do with Emma, I have to do with Harper. Take Emma to the zoo. It's Emma, Harper and I. Taught them both how to ride bikes, takes them both to dance class, take them both to the kids' salon, and so on. Mother's Day was the last draw. I took them both to dance class Saturday morning. Amber and I also pay for both dance classes because Deadbeat won't. On the way home, Emma asked if we could stop to get something for Mom for Mother's Day. I said sure, but then it ended up I had to buy something for Harper to her mom as well. On the way home, I just kept thinking, why am I buying someone else's wife a Mother's Day gift? That's his job. A few days later, because I did not want to ruin Mother's Day, I told my wife that I am tired of raising Harper. Her real father needs to step up. I'm tired of it taking away time I get to spend with Emma. She said that Jennifer is her best friend, and we need to be there for Harper. Now she is not speaking to me and sleeping in the guest bedroom. So, AET? Just wanted to add some updates to questions I see. Emma and Harper are best friends. It was my idea to spend Saturday with Emma. I work more during the week, so I wanted to spend Saturday with Emma and to give my wife a bit of a break. We pay for things Jennifer's husband thinks it's a waste on money to pay for dance class, and Jennifer can't afford to pay by herself. Jennifer and Harper do things with Amber and Emma 1 or 2 times a week together during the weeknights. Update 2. So quite a few people has asked for an update on this situation. Sorry it's taken so long, but it's been a hectic few weeks. As for the updates, the Amber and I are fine. Her reaction was based on poor word choices by me, poor communication by both of us, and some things I was unaware of at the time. The short version is, things at home were much worse than I was aware of for Jennifer, and my wife had only recently found out how bad things were. Mother's Day was the straw that broke the camel's back for Jennifer as well. She was raised in a you must stay together for the kids family. When Harper came to me for a gift, she realized that her daughter did not see her sperm donor as a father, so it was time to get out. Jennifer came to my wife to ask for help leaving because she had no family in the area, and Jennifer does not have the financial resources to leave on her own. So the night my wife was going to ask me if we could help her is when I told her I was tired of raising someone else's kid. That's what caused her reaction. The Saturday after our initial argument, Jennifer did not come over and Emma went to her grandparents, so the wife and I had a long discussion about what was going on. That's when I found out all the stuff going on with Jennifer. The wife and I decided that Jennifer and Harper can stay with us for the time being. My problem was never with those two, it was that I had to take over for the deadbeat. Or deadbeat, if you prefer. When we told Emma about this, she was super happy her friend was staying with her. We had a conversation with her that if she wants to have time with either parent without Harper, just let us know, and we do not want her to feel left out of anything. Last weekend, with the help of a U-Haul and some friends of mine, we got all of Jennifer's and Harper's stuff and moved it into our house. The good thing is, we have a 4-bedroom house, so everyone gets a bedroom. The bad news is my wife's office got moved to the basement. Wish me luck, we shall see how this goes. Update 3. So it's been almost a year since my last update, but with Mother's Day upon us, I thought I would post an update and try to answer the questions I've gotten. Jen and Harper are still living with us. As I mentioned before, Jen did not make that much money. She worked as a phlebotomist for our local health network. The good news is, with the current nursing shortage, they have a program where they will pay for employees to go to nursing school. She was able to start that in the end of August. The bad news is, it's an 18-month program, and they only let you work 20 hours a week while you are in the program. So the arrangement is 1, she graduates, she will move out then. That should be next May. The divorce with Deadbeat is still ongoing. Once he found out he was going to have to pay child support, he tried every dirty, nasty trick he could think of. No idea when that will be finished. My wife is doing good, she happy she is helping her best friend, but 5 people in a house is a lot more work than 3. Since she works from home, the pre- and post-school work falls on her. Emma and Harper are still best friends. Shockingly, Harper is doing much better in this environment than before. They don't do everything together anymore. Harper quit dance class, but she started with soccer. I think knowing that she will get fatherly attention no matter what she is doing has given her some freedom to pursue other interest. Harper has turned into my Lego buddy. Emma never had any interest, but Harper and I have done some nice sets together. Emma and I still have our daddy-daughter dates on the weekend. I still take her to dance class, and she started to take fencing classes. I don't know if I should be proud or scared that she could defeat me in a sword fight. I think I am doing better a year later. That there is a plan with a timetable for Jen and Harper has relived a lot of stress from my life. That I also don't have to see deadbeat has also been a relief. I also try to take a few hours a month for me time and to do my hobbies. The bad part is, I had thought that I was done with the portion of my life where I had roommates. It will also be nice when Jen either gets her nursing job and/or gets child support so that Amber and I can stop footing the bill for so much. For all the people that said Jen was going to become our sister wife, or that I was going to cheat of my wife with her, or that she was going to ruin my marriage out of spite, or any of the weird sexual fantasies, some of you people had absolutely nothing has happened. Story 2, Aita. For deleting my girlfriend's Sims save files? Let's just start by saying that I, 24M, love my girlfriend, Aaliyah, 20F, very much. She's a super hardworking girl, and she spends a lot of her time on classes trying to get the highest grades possible for applying to nursing school in the near future. When she's not doing that, she's doing chores, or cutting down on her ever-growing to-do list. And when she's not doing that, she's spending 2 hours a day playing The Sims. This is where the problem comes in. After all the stuff she does, Aaliyah doesn't have as much time to spend with me as she could. She's a perfectionist too, so when she's doing the more serious stuff, like school, she puts in more effort than necessary, which is time-consuming. It really got to me that even knowing this, she'll spend so much time on The Sims. It's something frivolous she's doing when we already only get so little time together. She's also an adult, so essentially, playing digital dolls almost every day is kind of something she ought to grow out of by now. I decided to step in and have her cut back on this. I obviously didn't delete the whole game, but I figured deleting the little save files she was working on would deter her from spending so much time on it. That decision backfired tremendously. When she logged on to her game, she thought there was some glitch going on and kept restarting it until I explained to her that I removed the saves. She absolutely flipped out on me, saying she'd been playing in that save file since like 2017, and I had ruined years of game progress. Sims isn't even a gold game? I told her she was overreacting, because she still has the game, and she could just remake her same little characters if it mattered so much, but it doesn't need to, and maybe now she can focus on more adult interests, like loved ones. Basically, she left immediately, saying she was so stupid to leave her gaming laptop at my place, and now she won't answer my calls. I know that this is a total overreaction, but I started to feel a little bad once I realized it may not be as easy to redo her characters as I initially thought. So, Aita for deleting my girlfriend's Sim saves? Aaliyah responds, "Did you really think I wouldn't find this post? Did you really think I wouldn't see how you've been talking about me? I shudder to think what you've said and what you deleted. Why don't you tell them the real story? About how you not only deleted the save files, but also hammered the backup thumb drive so hard there's a dent on your countertop now while I cried for you to stop. Why don't you tell them about how you tag along to my SI group after bio because you don't want me to be out of your sight? Why don't you tell them about how my best friend who's so-called in love with me literally lives in another state and only visits once or twice a year? Why don't you tell them about how when my mother was sick a few months ago, you were blowing up my line all day every day for attention knowing I was her primary caregiver 24/7? Why are you telling them you work full-time or that you manage a grocery store when you part-time manage the fast food place inside it? I want you to fucking take this to heart when I say this, but I have genuinely been so much worse off for knowing you. You've destroyed my self-esteem with your constant criticisms of what I enjoy. You've controlled me in every way for as long as I've known you. You don't understand boundaries or when no means no. Your racist fucking family treats me like dog shit, and your friends are equally racist punk bitch assholes. You ruined something I've spent years of my life growing up with, and I could never bring myself to forgive and forget that, no matter how much love I've poured into you. I hate you for what you did to me, and for what you've been doing. I mean that. I'm gonna make this so crystal clear since you didn't understand it the first time. We are through. Go fuck yourself. Placeholder update. Hi there. Aaliyah here from the infamous post about my Sims 4 saves getting deleted. I just wanted to put a little placeholder update on my page for anyone who's read that post. All that said, update missing info here. Our ages. For one, There was some confusion about when my ex and I got together. We knew each other all our lives since our families are close, but we started dating when I was 12 and he was 16. We actually have a 5-year age gap. I'm newly 20 and he turns 25 this year. Hope that clears it up. Missing info. Not only did he delete the saves and clear the recycling bin, he pulled out my backup drive and smashed it with a hammer once he realized I was upset that he'd done the first two things. He lied about not knowing it was such a detailed game, because I talked to him about it tons of times before. This was not a matter of spending time together. We regularly spent hours of every day with each other. He would insist to come along to any class or class-related activity that he wouldn't get kicked out of, like bio study group. I gave him as much attention as I possibly could, but it was never, ever enough. Summer is in just 3 weeks, so we would have had time then. He was just being awful to me. He is a generally jealous, overprotective, condescending person. He pressured me into sexual activities throughout our relationship, and his friends and family were all incredibly racist to me. It's past time for him to be gone from my life, and I'm still coming to terms with all the ways he has wrecked me. Clearing up. Some questions. My 7-year save existed across 3 laptops over time, so those who were skeptical of it being able to survive on one for so long were right. I did have a password on my gaming laptop. He memorized it to get in. He mentioned that I said I was dumb for leaving my laptop at his place. I said that because he's done something similar before when I left my phone unattended. He went through it, promised never to again, only for me to find out months later that he'd been logged into my Instagram account and was reading my messages daily. Some people wondered why I have no mention of him on my page. That's because I was always on edge with him going through my phone, so I deleted anything about him that I'd post. In my comment history 6 months ago, there are 2 replies I made under a post about him forcing me to kiss him at stoplights. I'm sorry that this is the only remnant of proof that I've been with him. I tried to cover my tracks to avoid his anger. Placeholder update. I was too anxious to try to retrieve the lost saves myself, so I'm going to a local tech shop in a few days to see what the professionals can do, and the laptop will remain off until then. I've looked into a restraining order recently, and ultimately it looks like I won't be able to do much as of now, but collect evidence and get cameras installed around my home. I don't go out in public alone anymore, and I am never without a trusted person. I appreciate all the people who have felt my hurt with me and/or sent me well wishes. I ask that no one else offers me money. I won't accept it. Lastly, this is my lived experience, not just internet drama, so please be considerate. Final. Update. That's it. Sorry for taking a while to tell everyone. I went to a local tech shop a few days ago and they helped me to recover everything. I hadn't had the chance to update due to final season. I'm typing this on my way to class. But yes, for anyone still wondering, I got everything back.